What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Breaking news. We have two reports regarding both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, and we're going to get into it. Figure I'd come out here, man, and blaze one with y'all right quick. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation, Unfiltered fam. Salute to the moderators. Salute to the subscribers. And when you come in, man, make sure you guys wipe your feet and double click the screen. Sub the channel. Hit the notification bell. Sub your bartender. Tip your bartender. Call it a day. So, man, figure, man, the end of the day, man, coming in here, man, going, have a nice little cigar that I've been wanting to smoke, man. Got me some oil, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Hope you guys had a good day today. Hope everything is going well for all you guys out there. But yeah, man, we're gonna continue down the block, man, with what's popping out here, with what's going on with the politics, man. Just have breaking news about approximately, I'd say maybe about 40 minutes ago. It was reported that President Joe Biden has tested positive for COVID-19, aka coronavirus, and while he is on the campaign trail in Las Vegas. Mild symptoms from what's being said, and also from the Republican Party, we have confirmation that J.D. Vance will be accepting the vice president nomination from the Republican Party. And these are the things that we need to talk about, man, because I'm really focused on this, man, because I know that my money is in the balance, and I know your money's in the balance. And so we're going to talk about what's really going on, man. And right now, man, there's a bunch of things that we need to be aware of. So once again, I hope you guys are having a good day today, man. I decided just to come out here, relax. I had a very busy day today, man. Come out here, relax, man. Okay. And have a good conversation with you guys. All right. When you come in, man, just double click, man. Just double click as soon as you walk in the door, man. Just double click the screen, get some likes going. Okay. First things first, man. Like I said before, man, breaking news out of Las Vegas. Joe Biden has tested positive for coronavirus, COVID-19, and we're trying to figure out, what's next, what's going to happen next, to what's going on in the Democratic Party right now. It just seems like when it rains, it pours over there. It just seems like it's just more and more stuff every day. It's a new adventure, bro. Okay, it's like being at Disneyland or being at an amusement park. Some of you guys made Busch Gardens or out here Magic Mountain, or any of these other theme parks. You just go from ride to ride, bro, and it seems like the Dems just going from ride to ride. Okay, it's just amazing to me, man, how it just seems like a black cat is running around in that party right now. And meanwhile, at the Republican National Convention, you're getting nothing but, from what, is going on, from what's being reported. Everyone's in great spirits. Everyone feels very confident that they got this election in the bag. It seems like now more and more momentum is being put on that side. And then tomorrow, we're just going to find out what's going to happen with Trump, man. Watching him come out and speak tomorrow, from what's being reported, is going to be must-see TV, man. It's going to be must-see TV, and we're going to be here to watch it. But my focus has been over the last couple of days is just for us to just get an understanding that even though, we can't control the outcome individually, it's definitely going to be, about those electoral votes. We need to be prepared on both fronts, man. Like, we don't want to get caught slipping. There's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to be walking around here not knowing, the backside from their front side. They're going to be straight confused about what to do. And from what it's seeming like, man, it's seeming like the pressure is starting to become more apparent in the Democratic Party that they want Joe Biden not to, try to continue trying to get reelected. There's a lot of pressure and a lot of people trying to convince him just to step down and step to the side. And I don't know if that man's going to want to do that, man. I don't know if that man really wants to do that at all. Okay, but it's looking like it's gaining steam, and by the fact that it's gaining steam, it's something that's making the Democratic Party look very weak, man. Okay, salute to all you guys out there. It's making them look really, really weak, especially with a lot of people saying that he, over the last couple of days, he's interviewed with a bunch of different news outlets. He interviewed with Lester Holt. He just interviewed with Complex Magazine, which is a younger demographic, hip hop, more of the hip hop fans and people in that demographic. Okay, and what we need to understand is, man, is that the more that he is speaking, the worse it's making him look, and the worse it's making the party look. And then today, he's even though coronavirus is not a big deal anymore, this isn't 4 years ago. It's just like it's the wrong time to get sick. I mean, the day before, there's going to be the first time we've seen Trump since what happened, an incident on Saturday. This is going to be the first time for him to get sick, man. That's just seems like perfect timing for what's getting ready to go down, man. And I expect Trump to go in. I expect him to really make sure that it's known out there that Joe Biden is not looking the way he should be looking to be the leader of the free world. And I definitely is putting together my contingency plans right now, man. Like I said, I'm continuously doing my homework, putting my contingency plan together to try to figure out what the next move is. And looking at the financial situations and looking at the stock market, looking at what I've been investing in, and I'm seeing some abnormal things going on right now. I'm seeing people they're not really moving, right? Not really putting their money where you think they would be putting it at this time. I think people are just kind of standing pat right now. Okay. So yeah, you guys, man. I definitely have been paying attention, and I hope you've been paying attention too. There's been a little bit more news coming out in regards to the assailant, Thomas Michael Crooks, the 20-year-old who thought he was going to change history and maybe came a couple of millimeters away from accomplishing that goal. And thank God that did not happen, because we didn't need that as a nation. But word is coming out that the Secret Service that you pay for, that I pay for, that everybody in this country is paying for, in either in sales tax, state tax, or federal tax, or all, noticed him on the roof 20 minutes before he actually started, pumping rounds. And I'm trying to understand what 20 minutes is a long time, bro. Then you should have had somebody over there. If you could see him 20 minutes before, it's obvious that he had his weapons and stuff with him. What's going on? What's going on with the Secret Service? Salute to Donald Trump for giving the Secret Service an attaboy, saying, if it wasn't for him, he probably would not be here, which is absolutely true. But at the end of the day, man, if you saw something that looked suspicious 20 minutes before and you didn't even have the wherewithal to go and have somebody take a look and go see what was popping, I don't know what else I don't know what else could be said about that. Okay, you could have had local law enforcement. Not that it's what's up to all you guys out there. Not that it's the Secret Service's job to go and actually go and question the man, but all you had to do is you're the Secret Service, man. You're the detail. Your jurisdiction is federal. All you had to do was get over there and get on the phone, get on the horn, man, and say, hey, man, let's go see what's going on with somebody on a rooftop about 300 yards away or whatever it was. Crazy as hell. Okay, and it didn't happen. So there's definitely this investigation is starting to come out slowly. It's becoming slowly and more apparent that somebody dropped the ball somewhere. Also, they've been doing a deep dive because the FBI is doing a deep dive on this kid. They said that he was doing Google searches on the Democratic National Convention as well. He was already looking up what could possibly dates and looking up situations and putting himself in position allegedly to also maybe be over there as well and do something over there. And I'm just like, okay, man, this is a lot for a 20-year-old. Okay, I mean, I've been 20, you've been, most of us who's on here. I don't expect to see any teenagers on here, but you never know. But I definitely would expect all you guys who are older than 20 to be able to remember back when you were 20 years old. What were you thinking about? I know what I was thinking about, and it wasn't. It had something to do with the opposite sex. It had something to do about who am I getting ready to call and see what's going down. Okay, we going to the movies? Are we going here? Are we going there? Or am I coming by? Are you coming by? What's getting ready to happen? Okay, like I had toga parties to go to. I had, I was in college. I had things cracking, or I had my own apartment. I had, on campus. It was on and popping for your boy. So I wasn't thinking about who the president was and what was going on and who was the president. The nominees, and I did not care, okay, at all. But this kid obviously did care. A lot of people that knew him said that even as far as middle school, he hated politicians. He hated the Democrats and he hated the Republicans. Even one person who went to school with him in middle school was quoted to say that because you got to remember he's only 20, so he was in middle school when Trump was in office. He said that he asked somebody he asked one of his classmates, "You're Hispanic?" And he said, "Yeah." And he goes, "And you like Trump? What's wrong with you? You're in 7th grade, bro?" And he said he was in 7th grade. I'm like, hey man, I mean some people are further ahead than others when it comes to certain things, I guess, man. I mean, I'm in 7th grade, man. I'm trying to figure out who got the highest score on whatever video game, dog. Like I'm trying to figure out football practice. I'm going to still playing Papa Warner football, so I mean, I don't know what these kids are doing nowadays, man. I mean, you're in 7th grade and you're concerned about somebody's political affiliations. I mean, then again, the other kid was also the same. The kid was a fan of Trump, and he's in the 7th grade. And Thomas Matthew Crooks had an issue with him being a supporter. As he can't even call it a supporter because you're underage, but being a fan of Donald Trump, and he had a problem with it even then. So. That's just crazy, bro. It's really off the chain to know that there's minor children in this country who aren't acting like minor children, man. They're acting like they're full grown adults, man. They're not even in their teens yet. I would say 7th or 8th grade. I mean, 6th or 7th grade is between 11 and 12 years old. So to have that kind of, focus on politics at that age, I would say that's abnormal. But they're doing a deep dive. They're digging in. They're finding out all kinds of stuff about this person's kid and what he was looking into, man. So, but yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous to hear that Joe Biden, as of less than an hour ago, has been tested positive for coronavirus, and he's on a campaign trail. This is playing into the ideology that he is not well, that he's not strong, that he's not That he's not a person who we can look at and say that's the leader of the free world. We don't know what Trump's ailments are. We don't know. We don't have access to his health records, man. But he looks a lot stronger than Biden does. I mean, after getting his ear clipped by that weapon, and he raises his fists up and says, "Fight, fight, fight." And that's what America's like. That's what Americans like. That's what we like. We want somebody that's going to be like, "Hey, man, yeah, you tried, but you didn't try good enough," And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It doesn't even matter what your political affiliation is. Respect goes out to former President Trump for that, man, because the whole world's watching. All right, when the world's watching and everybody's watching, and you're on that field, or you go back to those days when you were actually on the field or on the diamond or you're on the ice or whatever you were doing, even on a spelling bee, or you was in front of an audience on trying to do an acting play or something. You want to let people know it's I'm about that life, and it's about that life, and I don't even want to think about how much pain he was in when from what's being reported, part of his ear's missing. From what's being reported, I would imagine so. Huh? I can't even fathom that, bro. Okay, and he had the wherewithal to let it be known, I'm good. So, and then Joe Biden, on the other hand, going into interviews, stuttering, bloviating, and not looking like somebody who's needs to be, maybe at this juncture, maybe just a bad time for him to be running for office, and then having your own party starting to have a little bit of a mutiny going on, man. So it's just crazy, man. But for those of you guys that might be coming in late, breaking news: as of less than an hour ago, Joe Biden has been his I don't know what they call it, man. I'm not going to say social media team, but I guess his press team, I guess that's the proper term, is reporting and confirming that he has tested positive for COVID-19, mild symptoms on the campaign trail. So, what's going to happen, You just can't make this up, bro. And then tomorrow, you already know, Donald J is going to go in there and he's going to go in. Okay, I'm going to tell you, we have not seen that man. All right. I had a big talk with my father today, just trying to get a perspective on this, man. Because like he was in college when Kennedy was assassinated, and he was just reiterating to me that you don't want to live through that. You don't want to live through a period where a president is actually assassinated. I mean, in my lifetime, we've had a couple of excuse the phone call. We've had a couple of attempts. My father reminded me when I was real little that President Gerald Ford had 2 assassination attempts on him, but it was unsuccessful. And then I remember Ronald Reagan. I was in I think I was in middle school or elementary school at that time, and them wheeling in the televisions and showing the television on for the rest of the day. I mean, all I was happy was that we didn't have to do that, had to do no more homework assignments or tests or nothing. They didn't even give us no homework. Just had us sitting there watching it, saying this is history, and you're going to remember this. And you know what? Actually, we did remember it. Okay. But we still have a lot of decisions to make. Per your request, a lot of you guys were asking me to speak on Project 2025, and I had heard about it, and I didn't want to get on here and start, speaking things that I wasn't 100% versed on, but I did my homework. And I talked it over with Pops. My dad is the political member of the family. He has actually been involved with campaigns, and so speaking to him and talking to him and getting a perspective on what it is that is all about. I'm very comfortable speaking about it now, and All I can say is at this point, if that's the plan of attack, you better be ready, bro. You better be ready for your whole life to be different than it is now. Okay, like this country is too valuable. There's too many natural resources here. There's too many digital resources here. There's just this country is just, it's too vast and too wealthy for people not to want to take advantage and not to control it. I mean, come on, man. You control the bureaucracy, you control the government. You're switching the government around. You're getting rid of agencies that are going to benefit certain people and not benefit others. You better be ready, bro. You better be ready to figure out what you're going to do, or what your family's going to do. Because just because you might be doing well doesn't mean that everybody else in your family's not doing well. Okay, somebody might really need that program. Somebody might really need that that opportunity that the government is giving you, whether it be affirmative action or certain type of classes or certain type of help that you're getting as an immigrant or whatever it is, man. Even going back to some of the veteran programs and stuff, man, for the people that are vets that might be suffering from PTSD or suffering from Agent Orange from back in Vietnam or whatever. Just cutting down on all of that, man. And I'm saying, okay, you guys, talking about cutting all these programs and cutting all these initiatives. What's gonna happen? What is gonna happen to the money, bro? It's not like you're not gonna give it back. The money's still gonna be gone. Where's the money going, y'all? If that's the case. But that Project 2025, if that goes through, amen, that's changing the Constitution, okay? That's changing the Declaration of Independence. That is rewriting what the forefathers of this country wrote, okay? The preamble, all that, man. Bill of Rights, out the door, dog, okay? Out the door, all right? So yeah, you guys, man, once again, breaking news, Vice President nominee JD Vance is confirming that he's going to accept the nomination. I thought he already accepted it, but I guess there's a process. Day 3 tomorrow. I think it ends tomorrow, or maybe it ends Friday. We're expecting to see Donald Trump. Expecting to see him live and direct. See what he's looking like. I guarantee you, I know what that man is, how he rolls. That man is gonna when he goes out there, he's gonna be ready. Okay, he's gonna look like he's supposed to look. He's not gonna look weak. He's not gonna look feeble. He's not gonna be needing somebody to walk him up. He's gonna walk on his own volition. He's gonna be suited and booted, and he's gonna step up to the plate, and he's gonna start knocking things over the fence, bro. Whether you're cheering against him or you're cheering for him, he's definitely gonna go for the jugular. And this right here, the Democrats, man, the Dems having Biden be down for the count the day before it's just bad. It's a bad look. It's a bad look, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we will be talking about it ad nauseum. Okay, this right here has taken more focus over everything that we normally do over here, because at the end of the day, man, on a daily basis, I know that I got bills. I know I got things that need to be bought. Food needs to be bought. You know what I'm saying? Gas in the car. I mean, all this stuff, man. Money coming in, money going out, money coming in, money going out. And now it's not going to be just, oh, okay, this is what's been happening. No, come November, things are going to start changing. And then by the time of the inauguration in January of 2025, life as we know it will not be the same regardless. Okay, it's not going to be the same. Whoever gets in, things are not going to be the same. All right. So we definitely aren't going to be the ones that are going to be the last to know. I reiterated before, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for. It's not my business. It's your business. But what we are going to do is talk about the ramifications of both things being happening. And the way I look at it, I don't like what's going to happen either way, man. I mean, yeah, one is a lesser than the other to me, but at the end of the day, uh, I like the way my life is right now. Okay, I mean, I may not like how what's going on in at the Oval Office, or what's getting ready to happen at the Oval Office, but at the end of the day, I like the way my life is. Okay, uh, so uh, that's not going to continue. It's not going to continue, bro. It's not going to continue. I'm going to have to pivot. I'm going to have to adjust. I'm going to have to figure it out. Okay, just like everyone else is, and some people are going to be the last to figure it out. By the time 2025 hits and you're trying to hit the ground running, it's too late. I'm seeing companies, their stock is not even moving right now. Okay, I'm like, man, should I take my money out of the stock market? Should I put it in a money market account? Should I like? These are things I got to do, man. Things I got to figure out. All right, I'm not losing no money behind this at all. Okay, I'm not losing no money. All right, we figured out all out. Okay, but for the last time, Joe Biden has the Rona, and even though it's not a major thing, it's not a good look. I mean, the optics. I mean, how things look means something, dog. You know what I'm saying? How things look means something. Okay, you may not care how you look, you may not care, but somebody cares. Okay, not that you should be doing something for somebody else, but if you're a public figure, you need to live up to that public figure, man. We have had you as the president of the United States for 4 years, and you owe us, both of these guys. They owe us to at least look the part, bro. At least look the part, and get in there and don't succeed. Get in there and don't do what you're supposed to do, but don't look like you can't get it done, dog. Like you can don't look bad. I mean, don't make us look bad. All right. I mean, because like I said before, I didn't know any of this, man, because I lived in a bubble until I went and I started traveling. When I started getting my passport filled with stamps and I started going to other countries, and they started finding out that I was an American, and I went overseas when Trump was in office. I went overseas when Obama was in office, and I plan on going overseas this next election as well. Almost went to the Olympics. We almost did that in Paris. But we had a change of thought because we had some other things we're going to have planned. But I plan on doing that. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Once they find out you're an American, all they want to talk is American politics. That's all they want to do. Once they find out that you're from the U.S. of A, you're from that red, white, and blue, and even if they're speaking broken English or very, very good English in a lot of countries, they want to talk about politics, and they want to talk about pointing at me like I represent the whole country. Why did you guys let this happen? Why did you guys let that happen? Why is this guy doing this and that? And I'm like, hey, man, I'm just being honest. I got one vote. And they're like, well, you don't understand that when you guys do something, it isn't long before they start doing it over here. Okay? I'll give you a perfect example of that. Then I'm going to read you guys' questions. When we went to Paris the first time, Trump was in office, and first time, I went there, and I went to a cafe. Me and my wife went to a cafe, man, to go, get a croissant and get some espresso. And like I said before, man, overseas, man, we overeat here. A croissant this big, and espressos this big. We not no ventis and all that. This is enough, bro. And this is enough because there's no preservatives. Everything is fresh, and your body will shut off. It will be like, that's enough. So we was in there, and I was talking to my wife, and we was looking at the pastries, and somebody said, oh, you're an American. Because, obviously, I don't speak with the same accent that somebody of an English-speaking country like England, which is only, a couple of, like a 3 or 4 hour train ride or an hour plane ride from France, or speaking like somebody from Australia or New Zealand. So they obviously knew that I was American. I was like, yeah, American. And then it's like, so what do you think about? Just right into it, bro. Like, just, why did you guys elect that man? I mean, just boom. I mean, just right into it. And I'm just like, whoa, hey, man, I'm on vacation, bro. Like, I'm not here to field questions. So, yeah, it's definitely off the chain, bro. Definitely off the chain. We need to figure it out quick, fast, in a hurry, you guys. So, this is what you guys are talking about, man. Like I said before, on one side, it seems like it's celebration time. And on another side, it's woe is me, bro. Woe as me. I had to get outside, man. Say, man, hey, cheers to all you guys, man. I got some of this oil in here. Salute to all you guys that are on the chat, man. Salute to the entire chat. All right, let's get down to brass tacks, man. See what's popping, man. Okay. Like I said before, you guys have the latitude to say whatever you want to say. Me, I don't have that. Definitely gotta watch how I say things on here. Daniel Berry Sports, what's going on? Big Dog, man, what's going on? Long G Raider in the house, what's going on, man? What's happening? Good seeing you, brother. Okay. Big B, what's going on, Big B? I don't know where we're headed with these two. Hey, man, I'm gonna keep it $150, dog. Like, I mean, this isn't going through the drive-through and ordering the #1 at McDonald's and ordering a Big Mac, and they tell you they're at a Big Macs, and you can just be like, oh, okay, let me just go get. I'll just go ahead and do the quarter pounder. This is you driving through them at the drive-through, and you're like, hey, man, we either have Coke or Pepsi. Okay, well, what about the food? No, I just told you we only have Coke or Pepsi. What do you want? It's like, dude, I want a burger. Sorry, we don't have no burgers. Coke or Pepsi. Sit. Sit, homie. What do you want, bro? Coke or Pepsi? Sit. Sit. Hey, man, can I have a McFlurry? No, we don't have McFlurries. All we got is drinks. And all we can I have a Sprite? Nope. Can I have a Hawaiian Punch? Nope. Coke or Pepsi, homie. That's it. All right. Darth Raider in the house. What's going on, man? You know what it is. Okay, good seeing you, brother. Doug Spears, what's going on? Hey, Doug, just out here, man. Just trying to enjoy my last little bit of sunlight out here in LA. Beautiful day today. Nice day to come out here, man, and enjoy a cigar, man. Talk to you guys and figure out our next plan, man. Do you guys actually have a plan? Do you guys actually know what's going to happen? Like, what's going to happen? I mean, either way. I mean, even if you get the outcome that you believe that you want, I don't think it's going to be the way you want it to be. I think that it's going to be some. I think there's going to be definitely some 3-card Molly going on. I think there's going to be some switcheroos going on. Once somebody get in there, man, I think the game plan is going to get flipped on his head. Because what you're going to do once they in there, what you going to do? Okay, say what you got to say to get in, and that's what it is, bro. Okay. After that, hey, man, nothing you can do. All right, Jack, what's going on out there? Booty Bang, what's going on? Salute, big dog. What's happening, man? Okay, off the hook. All right, figure it out. Okay, PY said King Trump, man. There's a lot of momentum on Trump's side. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. If the election was today, Joe would be losing a landslide. But what we need to understand is that there's still 3 months. Okay, still 3 months. A lot of things can happen. Look at what just happened. 4 days ago, 3 to 4 days ago. That changed the trajectory of the entire election at this point. My father also reminded me of something. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, because I think that subject is something that I could definitely bring up, and we can talk about it, about what can happen in the next few months. Because there has been some things that have changed the game, even after something, maybe not something this heinous, but there's been things that have changed the game later on or closer to when it's time to vote that swayed the election. Okay, so there's still time. All right, Roxy Moser, man, same here at 20. I had a daughter. I was going to school. I had bills to pay. Moved out of my parents' house at 16, and that's the thing. A salute to you, Roxy, for getting it out the mud. You did what you needed to do, but I mean, how much time on your hands do you have to have where you're that fixated on politics, bro? You're not even close to being able to vote. I mean, based on what the FBI is reporting, this kid seemed to have some type of a manic obsession with politicians, you know, and the political process. You know, you would think, okay, maybe this guy came from a political family. Maybe his father or somebody in his family was a senator or something like that. No, this was a guy, working class family, you know, kid out there in Pennsylvania, you know, and he was that was his focus. His focus was on that as early as being in 7th grade. And like I said, man, a lot of us had more important responsibilities than basically just commit an act of offing yourself by doing that. Okay, because if he was doing all that research, he definitely should have read the tea leaves and know you do that, you don't survive. Right there, name somebody who did something to a president or a president-elect, and they in your lifetime, and they ended up on trial. I mean, you know, John Wilkes Booth was over 160 years ago, 159 years ago, okay? And then McKinley, that was well over 100 years ago, like 119 or something like that. Okay, I think there was actual trial. Of course, I think there was actually a trial for that situation with McKinley, but everybody else, Lee Harvey Oswald, Jack Ruby, coming out the bushes, bruh. Came out the bushes like John Wick. That was over. You know what I'm saying? John Hinckley Jr., I forgot that he's been released. Oh, somebody's dog's downstairs, all them little yips. I don't understand people and their dogs. Why do you guys let your dogs do all of that, man? I don't understand that at all, man. But whatever, though. Okay. So yeah, man. So we got that going on. Pat Purser said we need Trump back in office. Trump and God will help heal us all. I don't know about the God part, but you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, I think God has more important things to worry about. Okay, that's just I don't think God cares about politics. I really don't think that. Okay, I mean, you guys could think that, but I think God has more important things to think about than thinking about our election and our little situation. I think there's bigger things going on. All right, but you know, hey, have at it. Okay, salute to you. Okay, Chris Leonard, LOL. This is comical. Now he's tested for COVID. Needs to be tested for more than just COVID. There's been a lot of reports, man. Did you know that Joe Biden hadn't spoke in public since last October? That's what I was told. I was told that Biden had not spoken in a live forum. You know, of course he comes out and speaks to, the press, but the press, with the people that have press access at the White House are all, you all vetted. Everybody there is vetted. Everybody there has a press credential, and they know these people personally. So he said, yes, Steve. So President Biden, no, yes, Steve, what's going on? Hey, Mabel, yes, Mabel, go ahead. It's like talking to your friends, bro. I mean, how nervous are you going to be, or how much are you going to be stuttering in front of people you know? Okay, especially a lot of them are your constituents. You're not going to have a problem. So, but he hadn't spoken until that debate. That was the first time. All right. Okay, old school, what's going on? What's up, OG? Just checking in. Hope everything is good. Yeah, man, everything is great, man. Everything is great, man. Salute. Okay. Lisa Blackman, what's going on, Lisa? Said President Biden will be fine. Yeah, I'm like I said, I hope he is fine. I need both of these guys at full capacity and full strength when these when these debates come and this whole campaign trail, I need both of these guys. I mean, it needs to be standing in the middle of the ring, bro. A heavyweight championship fight, standing in the middle of the ring, throwing haymakers, bro. Okay, one hit quitters, bro. They need to be in there squabbing. I want to see both of these dudes go at it. Okay, because I want to feel confident that whoever wins is ready to take us to the next level. Okay, it's definitely time for that to occur. Okay, all right. Nicholas Strong, respect, man, respect back. KCH, wasn't he just sick at the debate too? I heard that there was rumblings that he was, man. Like I said before, we don't have access to anybody's medical records, you know. But when you're 81 years old, bro, you're a senior citizen. You're eligible for, you know, to get your full Social Security check at 67. I mean, they're well over that, bro. Both of these guys. I mean, one's looking at 80 and one past 80 up on the freeway. So, not the youngest of guys that we're talking about. All right. Ed Brookshire said yes, and he's an old man. He got thrown down. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. All right. I just think man, there's things being said behind the scenes and things being done behind the scenes that we haven't had privy to yet, and we're gonna see something. Something's getting ready to occur, and we don't know what it is yet. Might be able to speculate, but I think there's gonna be some surprises, and we definitely will be here covering it. Okay. Ziggy said, can't read that. Justin Sa said, what's good? What's going on, Jay Sa? Frank Me said the plot continues. The plot's gonna always continue, man. Too much on the line, too much at stake. The whole country's up for grabs. Whole country's up for grabs, man, right now, man. I see people, man, thinking they rubbing their hands together, bro, like Birdman. They just rubbing their hands together, saying, oh man, I can't wait. As soon as this happens, man, I'm gonna get everything I've been waiting for. A lot of people, man, are expecting to get a big windfall out of this situation. Okay? I'm just telling you. All right. Chris Leonard said he's already forgotten he tested positive. Man, you a cold piece, Chris Leonard. Man, you cold, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? Man, that man ain't feeling well, man. That man ain't feeling well, man, and you already on him, dog. You already giving him the business already. Okay. Ijima Abi said, COVID is going around, my bro. My friends recently caught it. There's another strain COVID's not going anywhere. It's definitely going to be something. Like I said, it's not serious, anymore. I mean, 4 years ago, it was debilitating, and now it's not. But with all that being said, it's not a good look at this point, at this juncture. I don't even know was it even necessary for them to report that? Like, did they have to tell everybody? I mean, maybe because he's on the campaign trail, probably because he's on the campaign trail and he's not going to be available for it. But I mean, does everybody need to know everything, man? Everybody need to know every time somebody coughs into a napkin or sneezes into a napkin, you got to report it, man? I don't know, dog. Okay. It seems like there is another wave, man. Another wave. That's why I always make sure, man. I still do the hand sanitizer thing, the hand wipes. I go to the gas station, bruh. I don't have those, I used to have the gloves and all that. I ain't doing all of that. But I definitely, when I get in the car, man, I'm right-handed, so I'm pumping the gas with the right hand. The left hand is the only hand moving around till I get them wipes out. And I'm still, okay, I don't want no parts of it. Okay, I don't want no parts of no COVID at all. Okay, Diane says they're gonna take his character out. We're gonna see. I mean, all's fair in love and war, and this is war. I mean, they're gonna go for the jugular, man. I'm just expecting Donald J gonna go in. Okay, all right. Frank Me says, where's your comment go? I don't know. YouTube will delete your comment. Okay, if it's something crazy, it'll be me. But YouTube will delete your comment if it's something that they think is automatic. All right. These blacks said there will be no constitution, not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not with Project 2025. It will not be. Okay. Rocket Boy comment says, even though that was most likely a mod, you never know. Ashley Peterson said, nice sunglasses. Appreciate it. Okay, appreciate it. Nothing wrong with having a good pair of sunglasses. I think everybody should have at least one good pair of sunglasses. Jose Barrard, can you tell us more about Project 25? Okay, I'll talk about it since you're asking. Based on what it's being said, it's from based on a organization called Heritage Holdings or something like that. And this has been a document that has been out for the past 40 years or so. All right, that they wanna centralize a lot of the government agencies and roll all that power into the executive branch, which is the presidency. They want to roll in all these agencies that operate independently and say, why are we having all these people? Why the FBI have this kind of power? Why does, ATF has this kind of power? Why does the FBI, CIA has this power and this and that, all these separate agencies, and put it under one person who is the president. The president will have control over all of those agencies. There won't be no independent situation anymore. All right. It has to go through the presidency, which will in turn give the president imperial presidency. Okay. All right. Think of it like a dictatorship to a certain degree, man, where it's like, now I don't have to interact with what FBI is doing, what CIA is doing, what Homeland Security, shut down Homeland Security is one of the things, shut it down so that can go under the president. Why are we having all these agencies doing everything? It should just be the president making all these decisions. And this has been tried many times. All right. The list is long, but just understand all these things that you might be benefiting from, certain type of programs gone, certain type of taking the laws away from discrimination laws, sexism laws, and making it harder for you to prove that that you're being discriminated against. All these things that are in place, all these mandates, getting rid of all of that. And Reagan was the first president to try. Reagan, that's going back to the early 80s. Ronald Reagan, was it 80 to 84 during that election? During that administration, I should say, because he was elected twice. He tried two-thirds of Project 2025. He tried to implement. Okay. Now, the reason why it was hard for him to try to implement it is because he didn't have the House and he didn't have the Senate, and the Democrats had control over those other the other factions of government. So he couldn't get the votes to push things through because he didn't have the House, or he had the House and he didn't have the Senate, and the Senate or vice versa. So he didn't have it. So it was always being bounced off. But he tried two-thirds of it. He tried to implement. Didn't happen. Donald Trump in his administration, he also tried to implement some of these, more than two-thirds of what's on the dossier, the checklist of the things, and he couldn't get it through because it was Democratic. The last president to be in office and have control, have the majority votes in the House or in the Senate, was Obama. So the person who had the votes to actually push something like this through didn't try to do it. Trump gets in, it's very possible he can get it done because he has control over those other factions. And a lot of who's already there, a lot of the Democratic people that's on the Supreme Court and these other places, uh, they don't want to retire. They're ready to retire, but they don't want to retire because they know that if the Republicans get in, those seats that are sitting there, just for those justices, Trump going to vote in who he wants to vote in, somebody who he knows is going to do his bidding for him or do what it is they want to do. So it's serious business, man. It's serious business. This is not something that you can just push under the rug, because it's very, very likely. I'd say it's about 50-50 at this point where we're at, this juncture. I think it's 50-50 that if Trump gets reelected, that these things will happen. There'll be a lot that will, if he doesn't get them all done, he's going to get a lot of them done, dog, because he's setting things up. All right, he'll be 82 at the end of the next term, going to being 83. Plus, he will not be able to go for a third term. So he's setting up JD Vance to be that person. Okay, but then again, who knows with the Republican Party, because what happened to Pence? Has anyone seen Pence? I mean, there's an APB out on Mike Pence, homie. Okay, I have no idea where that man is. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. I mean, he got put out the pasture quick. That's not an old guy at all. I think Pence is early 50s, maybe. Maybe, I think he's not that old. But shoot, they threw him to the wolves, bruh. Got them a nice young 39-year-old to push the envelope. So that's the best way I can say it, man. The best way that I can say it is that it pretty much eliminates the Constitution. It eliminates the Bill of Rights. It eliminates the Declaration of Independence, because you're supposed to have three branches of government. You're supposed to be having checks and balances. You're supposed to have, there's three factors of government, and you're supposed to be able to have one balance the other. When one tries to get too out of pocket, you got two other ones to put them in check. So if you got everybody agreeing, saying give it to the president becomes the de facto king, the de facto emperor. And then we're living in a country like that, bro. So your rights ain't your rights no more. The only thing that makes this America is the Constitution, is the Bill of Rights, is the Declaration of Independence. That's it. That's what makes you able to do everything you do. Freedom of speech. Say whatever you want to say. Right to bear arms. You know what I'm saying? All that. One man says, nah, man, that's dead. That's dead, man. We ain't doing that. Okay? Ain't no more free speech no more, man. You gotta watch your mouth now. Okay? You gonna watch what you say now, or we're gonna take you in. It's something to be serious about. Okay? Momo says both parties have Indian immigrants, no African Americans. Yeah, I mean, these are the things that you need to notice, that you need to pay attention to, if that's something that's a focus for you. I mean, they definitely both of them definitely want the African American vote. I mean, damn. I mean, the Republicans, they went out and got the biggest black leader they can get is Amber Rose to come out and start talking. I'm just like, you guys don't even understand that even black Republicans ain't worried about her. Like, I mean, couldn't you get somebody else? Couldn't you get someone else? But no. But then again, hey, said, hey, maybe you should be able to sway some voters to do something. Okay. Ashley Patterson said the auto industry is crashing. Yeah, the auto industry is crashing. They got here out in California, Ashley, out here on these waters out here. They got these big freighters out here that are full of cars that are just like 2 or 3 miles out in the water, just sitting there. They're just sitting there being paid because they have cars and there's no place to put them. I mean, these car dealers are trying everything to get you a car, bro. They're trying everything impossible. Okay, Anything possible to try to get you up under a car, bro. And no one's buying anything. No one. The apparel industry is down. The shoe industry is down. Ain't nobody buying anything. Everyone is holding on to their money, bro. Everyone's like, hey man, do I really need this? Do I really need that? And the auto industry is definitely taking a killing right now, bro. They're taking a big killing. So if you're in the mood for a car, man, this is time for you to go down there. Always go at the end of the month or at the end of the year, because that's when they really are squeezed. Those people that are in the auto industry, unless you have, your Rolodex is popping like that, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble trying to sell cars, bro. Not a good time. Okay. H talking about Trump and Epstein Island. Okay, man, that's crazy as hell. Okay. S. Ray, would you be willing to advocate for Cornel West? Dr. Cornel West? Dr. West, man, is he's a guy who there's been times that I've sided with Dr. West, and there's been times that I didn't agree with Dr. West. You know, I would have to hear what he's talking about now. I mean, like I said before, there's been times that I was, feeling what he was saying, and then there's times I wasn't feeling what he was saying at all. So I mean, it all depends on what his what his situation is at this point, what's going on with him at this point. So, but yeah, I'll definitely pay attention to what's going on with Dr. West. He is a highly respected and intelligent man, but there was a time when him and Tavis Smiley, they definitely was going the personal route on stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't care if you're who you like and who you don't like. I'm looking at you guys for you to be, talking about us as a culture instead of talking about your own personal anger, your own personal slights. So I didn't like that. I didn't like that, man. If you don't like something, man, personally, that keep that to yourself or take it up with who you're mad at. Okay, but I guess we'll see. Chewy says, any thoughts on Israel and IPAC? Nope. I said that last night, man. I don't have any type of opinion on that. I stay in my lane. That's not in my scope of expertise. So I stay out of the way, bro. I know when it's time for me to let somebody else get in front. Okay. Okay. I just move over, bro. Okay. James Clark, salute, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Ed Brookshire says, I found that life is pretty much what you make of it. Yeah, it is. But you got to understand also, your life also is predicated on dealing with everybody else that's here. I mean, you got to deal with people that absolutely hate you for no reason. You got to deal with people who hate you for a reason. You got to deal with people that's jealous of you. You got to deal with people that love you. You got to deal with people who like you. And you got to deal with people who think you, who are on the fence. Like, you got to deal with everybody out here. That's why I don't understand why when people, they're so opinionated and they have so much issue with somebody because of whatever it is, their race, religion, creed, sexual orientation, or whatever it is. You live in a miserable existence, bro, because no matter how much you hate or how much you're running around spreading that rhetoric, ain't nobody going nowhere. You wake up the next day and the same people are right there. Like, you're not doing nothing. You're not busting the grape. All you're doing is shortening your life. You're shortening your life with all the stress you're putting in your life. Okay? So, like I said before, dog, it is pretty much what you make of it, but you still have to get along with everybody or still put yourself in a situation where you got to understand what's going on. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Okay? Paya said, blame the electoral college. I mean, yeah, man, the voting system is the voting system. It's been like that, man. I don't know why it's that way, man. The whole way that it works, the popular vote, it doesn't have as much weight as that electoral college does. That's why it's so important for you to be paying attention to your in-between elections. The next year's elections. A lot of you guys will be voting for your mayors and your senators and your governors and all of that. A lot of times people just don't do nothing until it's time to vote for the presidency. and then you wonder why things ain't working for you, because you got all these people that are already put into place to push an agenda. So when their guy gets in there, they're getting it on you as well. Okay, crazy as hell, man. Crazy as hell. Jack Webster, first time checking you out, man. Not sure what it's about, but I'm gonna check it out and find out. It's all good, man. Just like I said, man. As an American citizen, you should be informed. Should be informed, man. Do your homework. Don't spend a lot of time listening to everybody else, because people are gonna color. They're gonna color their choices. They're gonna spin it. Over here, like I said before, I'm not on here to tell anybody or push any candidate on anybody. I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what's best for me. I'm gonna do what's best for my family, and I'm gonna do what's best for my bag, man, for my bank account. Those are the three things I'm doing. What I'm doing, okay. And whatever happens, happens. As long as I can wake up in the morning, whatever outcome, and feel good about this myself, because I'm doing what's best for me, mine, and my bag. And I would suggest that's what you do too. Okay. Honest Mechanic said, just heard President Biden has COVID. Yeah, it was reported over an hour ago while he's on the campaign trail. I mean, you talk about it and not to have it is now. Crazy as hell. Okay. Jack Webster said, crazy times are coming. Scary times. I agree. Okay. Let's see here. Tom McGuire says, where's Stormy Daniels when you need her? Hey, all I know is, man, Stormy Daniels, bro, I don't know her net worth, Tom, but her net worth better be well over 10 million. Like, for all the stuff she's going through, all that stuff that happened and all of that, dog, she gotta get a book deal or something, dog. Like, all of this, dog, and if she doesn't have at least 10 or 15 million dollar net worth, what's it for, man? What's all this for, bro? I understand, but man, dog, like, that's a lot, man. That's a lot for anybody, Crazy, bro. Crazy. Brother Trife, what's up, Trife? Tom McGuire says, I don't want to give the top 1% any more tax cuts. Here's the thing, Tom. We talked about it yesterday, and let's talk about it a little bit more. We all know Trump is about big business. Biden is about middle class. Those two things don't go together. Okay? Big business job is to use labor to make money. This is capitalism. This is how it works. Okay? Trump's ideology is this. Just break it down. Trump is big business. He comes from big business. He came from money. He never had to get out of the mud. His father, Fred Trump, was a big time real estate developer in the 30s and 40s and 50s. So he grew up with money, and so he didn't have to do anything that the average person would have to do. Get out there and fold burritos at Taco Bell after school. To get some extra money. The family needs a little bit of extra change. He didn't have to do that. So he made himself into a mogul himself, and he believes that big business is the lifeblood of this country, because without big business, who are you going to work for? How is the economy going to keep going? How are you going to generate money? You can't generate money on your own, because if you did, you would do that. If you could make more money on your own, how come you're not doing it? So he's saying we gotta protect the big companies, because they're employing all these people. So we do that by what? Cutting taxes on them, because without them, where's the money? All right, that's his thing. Biden's thing is, well, the middle class are the working people here. I mean, there's more middle class people. There's more people in the middle than at the top and at the bottom. The majority of people in the middle, we're the ones who are, keeping the lights on, if you will. We keep the lights on here. So why are we having to struggle to keep the lights on? I mean, you guys have all this resource, and we need to cut so people can actually live. They can actually afford to have a place to live and afford a car and afford their family meals on the table and do all of that. So those are the two basic things, which basically comes down to money. All the other stuff, you guys can get into that. But that's, to me, that's, in my opinion, that's the nutshell. But on the flip side, what happens when the Democrats get their way, or Biden gets his way, and he's taxing the rich? What did the big business do? They downsize. They start letting people go. Unemployment goes up. Okay, why? Because they're saying, hey man, we can't afford. They're taxing us. Whether they can afford it or not, it's a good thing to come in and say, hey, well, you know what, man, taxes are going up. We can't afford to have 300 people working here. We're only going to have 200. But guess what? There's still 300 people worth of work. So what do? They either do one of two things. The 100 people that they get rid of, they either rehire and hire them at a lower rate. So they'll get rid of you. They say you're making $50 an hour. They'll go right to these colleges and start doing these job fairs. Get these people coming right out of college who might be younger and don't have the experience, and pay them $27.50 to do your job. Or they just tell the people that are there, hey, you want to keep your job, you got to work harder. Now you got to do 3 people's job. Now you got to do all these people's job. All right. On the other side, if Biden gets his way, if Trump gets his way, Trump is like, hey man, we're taking care of you guys. Hire more people. So it operates the same way on the other side as well as Biden, with the situation with Biden being in a position where the middle class is able to eat and do the things they want to do. So what does big business do? They raise the gas prices up. Okay, they raise food up. They raise all the things that you need to do. Okay, they just raise the price. Everything costs more. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, bro. All right, I understand your point though. Okay, Jose Vargas said Trump tax. Jack Webster, I think this is more about the people than the political. I think so. I think you're right, man. It's just a matter of somebody's going to really get it. Somebody's really going to get it, and it ain't going to be nice. Whoever comes out of this on the wrong side, it's going to not be a good situation, man. Okay, Jack Webster, man. Get it on the press. I got you. Okay. Angus said, or August said, technically it was the 4% that was taxed by Trump. Like I said before, man, it's bait and switch, bro. It's like when they get in, man, nothing they say happens, bro. I mean, they say, 2 chickens in every pot, and then next thing you know, you get a pigeon delivered to your door. Say, what's this? Oh man, we couldn't get no turkeys or 2 chickens, man. We just give you a pigeon, man. You can throw this pigeon in there, dog. It's a bird. It may not be the bird you want, but hey, man, you want to eat or not? Uh-huh. Crazy, bro. Okay, Angus said the fake rich. Lisa Blackman says no, he's been overseas speaking. Okay, well, like I said, man, COVID is the pandemic was all over the world. It was everywhere. So I mean, you gotta. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. He definitely has it. Okay. Angus said missing payment all gone. Jack Webster, I'm a Trump guy, but I don't want anything but health for Biden in November. It ain't far off after all. Yeah, man. Like I said before, man, I don't want to see either one of these guys not be up for it. This is like like you want to watch back in the days when Floyd Mayweather was fighting Pacquiao, man. We wanted to see it. Okay, I didn't want nobody to get hurt in camp. I didn't want nobody's. Oh man, I got split under the eye, or Mayweather on my hand. I broke my hand, but he did break his hand. They had to put all of that. Nah, man, I want to see you guys. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of you talking. I'm tired of Manny talking. I'm tired of Floyd talking. get in the ring, and let's see what it is. That's what it is, dog. Ain't no more talking. There ain't no more friendships. Ain't no getting along. There ain't no. Hopefully, we can all go out for lunch later and have a couple of drinks and yuck it up. Nah, dog. Biden don't like him, and he don't like Biden, and that's what it is. Good. Let's see who's gonna do what, man. It's like UFC. When you watch these UFC matches, we want to see who's doing what. Everybody's barking at the weigh-ins. Everyone's saying this and that. Get in that square, get in that octagon, and show us what you got. Okay, it is what it is. Jack Webster. Okay. Angus said, the better the criminal you know than the devil you don't. I've heard that saying before in a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways it's said. You know, better to be with the devil you know than the devil you don't. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways it's said. But we know both of these guys, though. It's like, are we going to be surprised either way? I mean, there's no ambiguity on either side. Trump has been the president for 4 years, and Biden's been the president for 4 years. What's there to not know? Okay, I tell you this right now, man. You know, if you're fortunate to be around your grandparents when they're in the older age, grandmother and granddad's pretty much granddad. You go over there at a certain time, he's sitting in the lazy boy chair. He's sitting there. You're sitting there in the lazy boy chair, man, with his slippers on, rocking back and forth, flipping, man, flipping through the channels, man, watching Family Feud. Like, you know, grandma's probably in the kitchen, you know, trying to figure out what's for dinner. I mean, there's no surprises. Neither one of these guys is going to surprise me, okay, when they get in. I mean, I think these debates are going to be spicy. I think it's going to be really spicy. As far as what's being said, but I think once somebody gets in and they know they're in and they get comfortable, I think it's going to be business as usual. Wow. All right. Lisa Blackman, I'm a healthcare professional, and it's on the uptick due to the 4th of July holiday. Oh yeah, I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely aware of it. You know, I'm. It's kind of like, man, having something that you can't. You just. Uh-oh. Son, close the door, son. Hey, babe. Real quick, man. My 4-year-old's trying to come out here. Hi, son.
Doing good, Quincy.
Okay. Go inside real quick, and then I'll come in a few minutes, all right? All right? Yeah, come on in, buddy. Okay, sorry about that. My 4-year-old wants to be around his dad. I mean, that's good. I heard you, son. I'll be in a little bit. So yeah, sorry about that. My son came outside. But yeah, it is definitely on the uptick. All right. What's going on, Bev? Hit that like button. Hey, subscribe, share, join the channel. Sub with a membership, man. We're going in. We're going to go hard. It's a whole election. All right. We're not letting anything to pass, man. We got to know what we're doing. Okay. Follow me on X. Follow me on Twitter at Shax21. Okay. Jack Webster says, you know why the TP showed was everyone gonna sneeze at everybody. Yeah, I mean, I remember during the pandemic, man. I'll never forget, Jack. I'll never forget, man, when the pandemic was in full swing. My wife was pregnant. My wife was already 6 months pregnant when the pandemic hit. My son's a pandemic baby. We went to Walmart, okay, and I literally, even though I wasn't looking for toilet paper, I literally saw a man with a, and he wasn't an old man either, man. This dude looked like he was probably, you know, maybe like, I'd say late 20s. He actually had a shopping cart with toilet paper filled all the way up. Those of us who's been to Walmart or Target, you know those, you know they're deep. You know those shopping carts are pretty deep. The man had it. Like he just went and just swiped. He didn't save none for nobody, bro. And I literally said something to him. He didn't pay attention to me. He was too busy trying to get to the checkout. He had every toilet paper that was there, bro. And I'm like, really, bro? You really need all that, man? He just looked at me and just kept rolling. I mean, man, he took all that toilet paper. And you know what? He's probably still using it. He's probably still using it, bro. Like, there's a lot of selfish people in the world, bro. I mean, I can understand, man. I mean, 10 rolls, don't you think 10 rolls is enough? I mean, it wasn't like he was a really big person. Man, he was a thin guy, but he's like, man, I'm gonna have toilet paper until I'm out of here. I'll be 70 years old going in the pantry pulling out some toilet paper. Crazy as hell. All right, follow me on IG, you guys. Let's go. Lisa Blackman talking to Biv. What's going on? Good to see everybody. Represent the brand. We do have merch for a lot of you new people out there, man. We do have unfiltered Matthew Shack unfiltered merch. Click the link. Get you some merch, man. Merch is very popular, and you know, and there's a lot of people on this channel has already purchased it, and we got some new merch that's coming out. All right, appreciate you guys. Big Judah says, where am I from? I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area, man. Yay area on mine, man. Okay, I'm from the Yay area, dog. All right. Lisa Blackman said the Heritage Foundation. I knew it was a Heritage something, Lisa. I didn't know the name. Has been around since Reagan. They want a monarch. Yeah. And that's what they definitely want. They definitely want one person to call the shots. They say they got too much freedom. Too much freedom, Lisa. Too much freedom, too much choice, too much. They wanna control what's popping, man. If they control us, they're gonna control the money. Man, it's crazy, man. When I was reading it, Lisa, I was like, this has to be a joke. I mean, you talk about somebody who wants everything. Just like, I mean, they want everything on that document. They want control of us. And why wouldn't they? I mean, you know, you can control us. You're going to control where the money goes, how it goes, where it goes, how much they get. I mean, if you're in that position where you could take advantage of it, it's not good. It doesn't look good to me. Okay, Bev, what's going on, Bev? Okay. Albert Rodriguez says, no B, no more T. What's 2025? I just explained it. Ryan said, prayers for Biden. He needs a healing. He does. I mean, like I said before, I want healing for both of these men. Okay? Both of these guys are presidents and have been presidents of this country. And I know how important it is for us how we look to the world. I mean, if we're looking like we're vulnerable, you don't think that somebody might try to, maybe come over here and think they're going to get something? They wouldn't be able to get nothing done. But just the idea of having it in somebody's head, I don't even want anybody to think about it. All right. Okay. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Jose Barr said, thank you for the explanation. That's the best that I can explain it. That's the way it was explained to me. And that's the way that I'm explaining it to you. I always recommend you do your own research, do your own investigation. But this has been going on for over 40 years. All right. Reagan was the first person to do it. And Trump tried it, but he didn't have the votes and the other parties, any other things that happened. Lisa Blackman said, also allows the military to be used against civilians. Yeah. So anything, that whole situation that happened at the Capitol, that right there, they're going to be using military force. They're going to be using military force, even though there was a little bit of military force. It was just there just for looks, pretty much. They're going to be using military force when they feel it's apropos. When they feel it's apropos, they'll be using military force, bro. Like I said, man, I was just like, man, this has to be a movie, bro. This has to be one of those Jack Ryan movies, man. Clear and Present Danger or something like that with Harrison Ford. I said, this has got to be a movie script, bro. It has to be. But nope. There's somebody who actually put this thing together and actually is hoping that they can get it done. Can't make this up, man. All right. Jack Webster, you should look at what Trump did during the office, during the black community, and what Biden has done. I definitely know what's happened between what's going on with the black community and how both of those happened and affected it. Just like anything else, you're gonna know what happens to you. You're gonna know what happens to you. The thing is, when you try to explain to people who don't want to hear it or who don't believe it or who don't have a concern about how it's affecting you because they're concerned about their own bottom line, and that's where the frustration comes in. That's why I don't spend my time doing that. I remember when Trump got elected, there was a lot of that going on with a lot of people that I knew. They were spending a lot of energy, especially on social media. A lot of people on social media trying to go back and forth on people who were actually supporting Trump and going and spending a whole lot of time trying to convince somebody who you never could convince that that wasn't the right decision for this country. And at the end of the day, I spent this amount of time discussing anything with anyone. Okay, when people were asking me, I was saying, "Hey, man, I got money to make." I just internalized whatever it was that was going on. I didn't have no problem with whatever. Whoever's in is in. What's that got to do with me? Ain't nobody knocking on my door, standing in my way. Now, that's what I was saying. I said, I don't see nobody in front of my house telling me I can't go out and get this money and go get it. I don't see nobody stopping me from doing anything. Okay? So I definitely know who's done what and who hasn't done what. And to be honest with you, I've been living that existence my whole life. I mean, trust me, I know who's done a what. That's not hard to figure out. All right. Okay. Lisa Blackman, man, you should also look at how Trump treated Herman Cain after his death. He was a loyal supporter. Trump didn't even fly half black staff. Yeah. When Herman Cain caught COVID and all of that, Lisa, there was a lot of. I ain't gonna hold you. There was a lot of people. A lot of people from my side of the tracks, man, didn't have no sympathy for Herman Cain at all. None. Okay, you talk about some cold shoulder, but like I said before, you got to know who your friends are in life. You got to know who got your back, Lise. I know you got people that love you. You're not only you're a member on this channel, you're somebody who I have a lot of respect for, and you come in, you hold your own. And I know you got people that love you, all right? But I bet you know who don't care for you very much either. So it's your job to know that. Even if you're in a position where you have to deal with people that don't like you, like at work, you might have a boss that had it out for you or coworkers or whoever. Man, you just got to know the climate. You got to know what's up. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Okay, I'm saying, always keep looking around, know what's going on. Don't ever put your nose to the grindstone so far where you don't know who's standing behind you. Okay, guard your computer screen, man. You better put up one of them damn things you put up over your computer screen where people can't read it that they walking by. They walking by, they can't read. You better put one of them up. Okay, they don't need to know what you're doing. Never let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. All right, so you got to know that, man, or opposite. I don't want people to start saying, he's left, right. Don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. That, however you want to spin it. Okay, that's what it is. All right. Jack Webster, Lisa Blackman, be mindful who you send in Congress and who you put in the school boards. All that comes to play. Everybody has political aspirations, man. I don't think that anybody, maybe nobody wants to go as high as the presidency, but hey, man, the superintendent of schools is trying to move up. He's trying to move to the board of education and get on that board. Like, that's what you do, man. You climb the ladder. Okay. Jack Webster says, this will change the local elections. Absolutely. Selena Girl says, what about your community? I'm only one member of my community. I don't represent my community. I am a member of my community. I don't represent my community. Okay. So my community is responsible for itself. I just participate as one person of the community. So I can't call it, man. I talk to one guy or one person, they say one thing. I talk to another person, they saying something else. So, like I said before, man, it's like anything else. You can't expect everybody to be to see eye to eye just because we're from the same community. There's always somebody who has a different viewpoint or a different perspective, or they grew up a different way, or their situation's different. So, it's just what it is, man. Okay. Jack Webster says, I'm informed. Yeah, you definitely are informed, Jack Webster. Definitely. Okay. All right. Yeah, babe, I'm staying on subject. When I'm talking this, I'm staying on subject. All right. Jack Webster, Will said. Mama said, what do you think about the FBA? Man, it's just too much to think about right now. I'm still on the fence about a lot of stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Silence said, for real. Hit that like button. Let's go. Big Green says, that fight was on at my sister's wedding. I'm trying to tell you. That was... Every once in a while, man, there's situations of things you want to see. That Super Bowl that we just had recently, back in February, the Niners and the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think that there was anybody that did not watch that. It was the most watched program in the history of television. Television's been around since the 1940s. Okay, damn near 80 years, if not 80 years. And there's never been a television program more watched than the Super Bowl that just passed this year. So there's certain things, man, that's just culturally necessary. It's just necessary, bro. You don't even have to be a fan to watch. You don't even have to be a fan. It's just, I don't want to be the person, the man or the woman to miss that. And I'm telling you, tomorrow's going to be one of them days. I want to see what Donald J looking like. Okay. Trump has that, okay, I ain't gonna say that one. Okay. William said, okay. Bev said, time to end the live. Yeah, that's, nah. He got a mama. He has a mother. I've been with him all day. Bev talking about her nephew. Okay. Doug Paris says, you're a beautiful boy there, friend, and it's very cool. He wants to spend time with you. I spend time with my son all day. I've been with my son since sun up. Spend time with my son all day long, man. I can do that. But it's time for him to spend time with his mom right now. Okay. Yeah. My son's always gonna want me, Doug. All right. Meat sweats. But still doesn't change the fact that they're 40. Okay, all right. Like I said, some of this stuff is just not what we're talking about. Aaron Donalds, Davison, what's going on, Aaron? What's going on, big dog? Okay, Karen Decker said Trump has issues. I'll tell you right now, man, the biggest issue he has right now is how's he gonna look tomorrow. I think that's gonna be very, very critical to see, because his life has changed. You don't have something, I mean, a firefighter, a fire chief died protecting his family. Fire family had his family up there on your behalf, and he died. Okay, so it's very important for Trump to look like he's on point, man. I'm willing to bet that he will be. Okay. All right. Derek says, I'm an old white boy, but said I'm an old white guy and I raised 4 boys and 2 girls and 2 granddaughters. Hey man, salute to you, man. Salute to you, man, for populating the world, bruh. You did your thing, Doug. Okay. Karen Decker said, Obama, I miss him. It's called term limits. Karen, it's called term limits. Everyone gets 2 terms and that's it. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the last person to have multi-terms. He had 4 terms in a row. He was the president for 16 consecutive years. And before he left office, he changed that. Said no president should be president longer than 8 years. All right, so ain't no coming back. Doug Perry says, I love listening to you. You are a smart man. Keep it up. Good work. Appreciate that, man. I am an intellectual. I'm a person that can speak on a vast amount of subjects, and I like to speak to people who can talk about a vast amount of different subjects. So that's why this channel is called Matthew Shack Unfiltered. When football season comes, we're going to talk a lot of football, but it's time to diversify. It's time to talk about other things. Okay? Time for us to talk about what's in front of us right now. All right? Okay? Time for us to talk about what's in front of us right now. What's in front of us is this election and the state of the country and the state of our nation, and what's going to happen with our families, and what's going to happen with our money, and what's going to happen with our jobs, and what's going to happen with the economy. Because without that, watching Sunday night football, Monday night football, or Thursday night football, that's only a couple of hours, then it's right back to reality. So we're gonna address reality, and then we're gonna have fun too. So please sub the channel. We're definitely on the come up over here. We're running with this one. We're not stopping. We're going in. All right. Okay, I see you guys. Karen Decker says, I have no one. Okay. Jack Webster, your community is on the other side of that door behind you. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Ain't nothing more important than my family, bro. I'm fortunate, man. I spend more time with my family, probably more than a lot of men my age. Because men my age have to go out and go get it. Okay. But I can get it here. I can get it. All I need is a smartphone. If my smartphone is on, man, I got a Wi-Fi connection. It's barbecue chicken, bro. So, like I said before, it's funny that you said that, Jack, and I appreciate it. I hope you sub the channel because you sound like a guy with a lot of wisdom. It's funny, man, when I spent the majority of my life trying to avoid what's back there. I was a single man a long time. I thought I wasn't going to ever. I was having too much fun, bro. I was having too much fun, too many different ways, too many different nationalities. I was having my way out here. All right. And I'm like, when it come down to this kind of stuff, I'm thinking about me. I'm like, well, whatever best for me. That's what I'm doing. Period. Well, hey, y'all got to get it too. But now, totally different, bro. Totally different. Right? It's them first, man. Okay? God first, friends and family second. I am third. That's it. Nah. All right. Diddy Flaplord said you love Trump, huh? Don't try to bait me. Diddy Flaplord is a guy who comes on this channel all the time. Don't try to bait me into trying to figure me out. Look at that. Trying to figure me out. It ain't gonna work. Okay? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. All right? Diddy Flaplord trying to figure out what my angle is. Not gonna happen, dog. I always play checks. Never play checkers, homie. You're never gonna figure me out. All right. Karen Decker, AJ Hallmark, man, howdy from the state of Oklahoma, man. Salute out there, man. Are you in Tulsa? Are you out there in Tulsa, Oklahoma right now, bro? Okay, where in Tulsa? Where in Oklahoma are you at? Oklahoma City. Okay. Good night to Biv. Except before, man. Okay. All right. Benjamin Richard says your boy Biden got a shot. Why is he my boy? How do you know? You don't know what I'm doing. See, it's very funny to me, man, how a lot of people just think just because I'm African American, you think that you know what I'm going to do. Like, you don't know what I'm going to do. You don't know me like that. Okay? I'm not the typical black person you know. Or you may not even know any black people. A lot of times when people say stuff like that, you really don't have too many black friends. Or you don't know enough black people. Don't just assume because you see the color of my skin, you know what I'm going to do, because you don't. You don't know me. I just told you straight up, I'm going to do what's best for me and my family and my wallet. That has nothing to do with a certain candidacy or a certain Democratic Party. It has to do with those three aspects. That's what I'm doing. Okay? So love how you guys are trying to really figure it out, but it's not going to work. Okay? Sorry, y'all. All right. Do what you do. Don't worry about me. Okay. AJ Hallmark said Seminole, about an hour east of OKC. Hey man, that's great that you live. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother was half Seminole Indian, out of Florida. So actually Tallahassee, Florida, where the Florida State Seminoles are at. So I got Seminole blood in my veins. All right. Jack Webster. Well, honestly, I think we have some differences, but I think we have more in common. And I think I like your channel. You might have to do some subscription to hang out with more. Yeah, man. I'd love to have you, man. Like I said, over here, we're a non-denominational channel. We're a non-partisan channel. We don't have any of that. Okay, as long as you come over here, you got a good take and you got some sense, and you can come over here and you can, you can engage in conversation and be a person that. That's making a difference. We love to have you, man. But if you're over here thinking that you're gonna disrupt the apple cart, we've been on here long enough, man. We didn't get to almost 9,000 subscribers just because. Okay, we're not new around. We're not new to the neighborhood. We know how to deal with people who come over here thinking that they're gonna change the complexities over here. It's not gonna happen. All right. Aaron Davis says, I live in Oklahoma City, born in Bakerfield. Hey, man, you a Baker boy. Okay, California black, white, white, doesn't matter. I'm trying to get along with each other. Hey, man, my parents came from the deep south, both of my parents. They went to segregated schools all the way up. All right? And both of my parents were in the military. And both of them were officers in the military. And when my father went into flight school in the Navy and his flight class and graduated as an officer, when I saw his class picture, black and white, there was only one face that looked like mine. He was the only black African American man that was in that entire graduation class. And when my father told me his best friends in flight school were Southern white guys, even though it was segregated and racial and all of that, he said the two guys that were his best friends during flight school, one was from Alabama and one was from Mississippi or something, and they came from very racial backgrounds, and they didn't think that way. They didn't want to be like that. So my brother and I, we were like the first members of our family to ever go to, schools that were integrated here in California. Because out in California, you go to school with everybody. Okay? I didn't have no idea, man. All this racial stuff didn't come to me till I was almost 10 years old. I knew I was black, but it didn't, kids don't care, bruh. You got to tell a kid to be racist. Like a lot of these people that's running around out here, you got taught that. You didn't come out the womb being that. You learned that. Okay? So, I get along with everybody, man. I judge people by the content of their character. Okay? Some of the best people I ever knew and helped me the most but didn't look like me at all, man. All right? So I get along with everybody, bruh. If you're a jerk, you're a jerk. You don't got nothing to do with your race, religion, creed, sexual orientation, religion, none of that. It just has to do with, it's you. It's you, bruh. It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with how you brought up. You're grown. You don't have to be like how your family was. You just wanted to walk around here and you have a problem and you have an issue with people that ain't like you because you didn't face it. You didn't face your fear. You didn't face your fear and conquer your fear. Now you're trying to walk around here and insult everybody, but we're just laughing at you. You're the joke. The joke's on you, Jack. Joke ain't on me. Joke's on you. You're the one that's showing your behind to everybody, and it's you actually got some toilet paper stuck hanging out the back of your pants, dog. Like, we all know that things are a little stinky in your pants, homie. Okay, just letting you know. All right. So, and of course, there's going to be people that ain't gonna like what I say, and you just see the responses as soon as I said something that triggered them. They said something back, and then I said something. Okay, which is, see you later. All right. Okay. See what else is on here. All right. Okay. Hammer Time says, I'm pro my house. Man, salute. I'm pro my crib, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm with that. I like that. I'm pro my house. X-Man, what's going on? X-Man, what's going on, man? What's happening? Hope everything's good with you, brother. Hope everything's good with you. We're going to talk about what's important, man, getting that bag right. We're going to go over some financial stuff on this channel. We're going to talk about some some stock stuff. Talk about, possible scenarios or subjects of business to where you might want to invest based on who gets in office. We're going to figure this out, bro. I'm telling you that now. Whoever's in, I'm prospering financially. I'm not losing a quarter out here. Tell you that now. I'm not gonna lose not any money when it comes to this election. Oh, I'm getting mine. I ain't playing. Okay. Jack Webster. Now we're all Americans, my brother, and too much disruption going on. I just want us all to prosper, love this country. First generation American, man, here to people start thinking about stuff. Yeah, man, this is the greatest country in the world, man, and of course it's not perfect. But you can, like I said the other day, you can come here as an immigrant, flat broke, and in a calendar year you can be a millionaire. I mean, what other country is going to give you that kind of freedom? First of all, you follow the rules of engagement, you can actually come in. You can actually come into this country. There's nobody, of course there's people here that are here the way they got in, but you go through the proper channels, you come in. We're not locking doors, at least not yet. Okay, come over here and you can get it. You can get out the mud, man. Take care of your family, man. Change your entire life. Okay. That's what it is, man. I think a lot of people here just don't respect what you can do here. Okay. All right, you guys. Go ahead and hour and 42 minutes. That's pretty good, you guys. Unless you guys got a couple more things else to say, man. Go inside, man. Get some dinner with the fam bam. But just to reiterate, looks like JD Vance is going to accept Donald Trump's invitation to accept the Republican vice president nomination. That's looking like that's getting ready to happen. It'll probably be solidified tomorrow. And President Biden is in Las Vegas, and he has been diagnosed of having COVID, mild symptoms from what's being said. And man, at the end of the day, man, we got to get it right, get it tight, and I think we will. Over here, we're going to definitely talk about it. We're going to talk about the things that we feel that's important. But once again, man, this is the idea. This is what it's about: being an individual, and and figuring out what's best for you, yours, your country, and what's good for your money. All right, and I'll holler at you guys later, man. Good talking to you guys, man. Chop it up with you guys tomorrow. Matt Shepard.